Hello friends, Asli Bania welcomes you for another 2019 Multibagger opportunity, and this is today we are going to discuss the stock. The stock name is Rain Industries. This Rain Industries is a very good business, but what we have seen is in the recent time the Rain Industries share price has fallen to 100, like the high was around 450 rupees and now it has fallen to 120 rupees. So we will also see the reasons of this fall, and we'll also understand the business and the opportunities available in the growth of the business. Okay. Moving on to our standard disclaimer, I am not a SEBI registered analyst, and this is not an advisory service to buy or call. This is just made for educational purposes only. If you want to take any investment decision on this stock, please consult your registered or licensed stock advisor from SEBI. Uh, Me and my associate may or may not hold this share. Um, okay. Now, moving on to the Rain Industries is one of the world's largest producer of calcined petroleum coke, coal tar pitch, and other high-quality advanced material. The calcined petroleum coke is basically used in production of aluminium. So, if you see, the aluminium industry was down. Now the aluminium industry is going up. The aluminium industry usage, like if you see this year's production, the consumption was a little bit more than the production, and so the inventories are getting used up, and this is forecasted for next year as well. And what we are seeing is like right now uh, uh, everybody understands that like in India, we are moving towards e-vehicles, so a lot of battery cars and a lot of investments are being made. So the basic thing is, once you get into those vehicles, to improve the efficiency of the vehicle, the aluminum content in the cars will go up. Currently it is around 150 kg per car, and it is expected in next 6 to 7 years it will go up to 200 kgs per car. So the growth is more, the business is very much capital intensive. Then the other thing is you have to make raw materials, so you have to make long-term raw materials assurances from your suppliers, and then you have your product, which is basically sold to uh, various companies. You should have long-term agreements with them, and the interesting point is Rain is just a converter. So so what happens, like any price fluctuations in the raw material, Rain is able to pass through them to their customer. So it is a very good business to be. So Rain has almost 2,400 employees, over 18 production sites, and those production sites are spread over 3 continents. So now we'll understand the basic like what Rain does. Like Rain produces calcined petroleum coke. The capacity is 2.1 million tons per year. The another is coal tar pitch, which is 1.3 million tons per year, and zero point 0.2 million ton per year of petrotar. The cement capacity is 4 million tons per year. This cement business is basically a drag on profitability, but Rain management is taking effective steps in improving the profitability of the business. Then there is a new business that is called advanced materials. So there are so many things into this business that they provide high value raw materials to specialty chemicals, coatings, construction, automotive, and petroleum industries. We'll go into the next slide, and we'll just understand a bit more on the advanced materials. So this snapshot I have taken from Rain Industries Twitter handle. So basically, it is Rain has shown that what all products are going into the making of an automotive car. So I have highlighted two products, one in resins, which is used for lithium-ion battery coatings. The other is special pitch for graphite electrodes in lithium-ion batteries. So if you see these two products, what personally I am expecting is next few years time there will be exponential growth in e-vehicles. E-vehicles means the lithium ion batteries, and some of the raw materials will come from rain, and at that time we'll be getting very high margins from these products. So it is a very exciting opportunity for us. Now moving on to the rain industry's financials. If you see over the years, Rain has managed to grow their top line. The expenses, um, if you see the operating margin, it is consistent. Like in December 2013 to 2016, it has been dropped because of the debt level, and but in 2017 and 18, it is going up to 20%. The other thing is good. Like if you see the interest portion has come down, basically shifting of high cost debt to low cost debt. So if you see the interest component has almost come down by 20 to 25%. So that is a very good thing. So the profitability of Rain Industries is improving, and Rain is a consistent dividend player as well. So if you see the operating activity of company is generating very good cash flows. These cash flows are basically spent on the new projects which company is executing, which we'll be seeing in the next slide. Now coming on the current expansion plans and the progress, basically the industry is doing a couple of expansion in the cement facility to improve the profitability of the cement plant. The other one is which is a very exciting thing, is they are building a hydrocarbon resin, which is advanced material in Germany. The completion is Q3 2019, which is next year, and they are expecting a 1500 crore revenue with around 1700% margin, which might increase in future based on demand of EVs. So then in other than that, they are doing debottlenecking of petrol tar facilities in Belgium, which is expected to be completed by December this year. Then vertical shaft calcination plant in Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh, that is Q3 of 2019. Now there is another thing. If you see, for shipping fuel, new MARPOL regulations are coming in. So in by 2020, the sulfur content in the marine fuels has to be limited. So what might happen is the quality of GPC which is available in the market might go down. The rain industry is very well placed in this because they can easily manage the poor quality GPC, but some of their competitors will not be able to do it. So currently it is not clear what is going to happen, but we think that this can positively impact the business of rain industries and improve the profitability. Now coming on reasons of the fall, rain industries is a very diversified business. It is spread over 3 continents, and uh, if you see uh, for last couple of years, every year they are seeing some kind of temporary challenge or not. Like the current one in this year, there was a pet coke ban by Supreme Court in India. So rain industry's sales as well as margin was affected. They were not able to produce the pet coke, and since they were not able to import the pet coke as for blending as well, so those pet coke was diverted to somewhere else, and this affected the margins as well. So now in current quarter, Rain Industries took an 2.9 million US dollar expense and profit due to closure of some European unit. This expense will be there in next quarter as well. But by second quarter of 2019, it is expected that this will generate another $4 million of profitability. So that is quite good. So and for the past years, what Rain has seen the issues like There was a finance cost when high cost debt was converted to low cost debt, which resulted in lower profitability. Then there was somewhere when the currency went up, the exchange rates varied a lot. Then there were some losses as well. Then there were Rusal sanctions, which market assumed that there will be lower profitability of Russian plant. So these all, if you see over the years, somewhere one issue or another because of the large scale of the business. So everybody is assuming the profits will suffer. So pros and cons. Train industry is the best thing is the management is very good. They have very effectively converted the high cost debt to low cost debt. They are investing in the future of the business. The future of the business at this moment where they are investing, the margins will definitely go up. The owner's stake is around 41% in the company. 10% is another like Pabrai funds hold another 10% in the company. They are very bullish on the company, and like in the recent interview, Mohnish Pabrai said that they are not bothered even by the falling share price. They see that the value in the business is much more. The only negative which I see is we have to keep a very long-term view of this company, because the thing is they are seeing short-term temporary challenges which affect the profitability and which leads to share price being beaten down. So the only thing is we have to take a long perspective on this company. Now for the next year we are expecting around 1200 to 1300 crores of profit, which will result in EPS of around 38 to 40 in 2019 based on historical PE of 11, 3-year PE. The minimum price expected is around 440 from 1 year perspective. So if you see the current price is around 120 rupees, so it is almost 3.5 to 4 times. And if we see from 4 to 5 years perspective, rain industries can definitely become a 10 bagger opportunity. So this is a very good business. Management is very good. They are taking very good steps. The information available from the management is good. Let me give you an example. Like last year when I was hearing one of the con calls, somebody pointed it out that the information given by the company to the market is very less, so investor does not know the business of the company. From that moment onwards, management started releasing the presentations on the details of the business. So, which is very good. So, the final review is like this is a very low risk bet, although the share price is going down. So, 120 rupees is still a good price, or we can hold, we can wait for a couple of weeks. Maybe it can come down to rupees 100 also, where we can buy it. So, the current PE is around 4, which is quite low. So it is a whole, you can buy and hold it for at least for 5 years to make good money from this stock. So ladies and gentlemen, this was our today's presentation. If you liked our presentation, click on subscribe now link below and subscribe to our channel for any future presentations on different stocks. And if you like this video, please click like on this video, and see you next time. Have a nice day. Bye bye.